of information in
Is there
this,
something
but
about-
ultimately you've got to follow your own protocols.
More empty. Oh, okay, just make sure.
And then you'll also see some name brand items in here. You know, I'm not hired by anybody to, you know. Now we're going to define obesity, review the statistics, which are pretty alarming. I just updated them this morning, and it really is not getting better. Pathophysiology, the comorbidities that you see associated with the, obesity, the trauma patient, the obese bariatric surgery patient, challenges that you guys are going to face in the pre-hospital setting in handling these types of patients, and then in the end, the size of them. You know, how we need to be a little more culturally sensitive to the issues that go along with somebody who has to live with being obese. So, new and improved definition: abnormal or excessive fat accumulation that presents as a risk to health. And there are a lot of risks. Obesity affects every body system that you have, everything. So for adults, overweight, BMI between 25 and 29.9, obese, 30 or higher. What's the problem with that definition? We've talked about this ad nauseum.
Yeah, it's worthless.
It's not accurate.
It isn't. I mean, what, yeah, exactly. I mean, so it's a screening tool, but it's not giving you a measurement of the actual percentage of body fat of somebody. This guy has a BMI of 45. He's not obese, probably doesn't have a lick of fat on him. So ways of estimating the BMI, there's lots of different ways. The pinch test, the circumference test, doing ultrasounds, CTs, MRIs. Up until a year and a half ago, the hydrostatic weighing was considered like the gold standard for estimating percentage of body fat compared to muscle and bone. It was expensive and impractical. I think the cost has come down some. I think OSU actually does a lot of hydrostatic weighing. But now the gold standard is the DXA scan, the DEXA scan. It gives us the most accurate body composition in people who are relatively healthy. When you're talking about the obese population, it's not quite as accurate. The hydrostatic weighing is like 0.5 to 1.5% off in the accuracy of the measurements. The more obese you get with the DEXA scans, you get up to 3 to 5% error. But GE actually created this DEXA scan. It was actually created to measure BMI in the obese patient, and they're having really good result with it, especially when they're measuring the belly fat, which is the more dangerous fat to have when you're obese. So it's a relatively modern problem. 50 years ago, there weren't a lot of obese people walking around, or overweight people walking around. Since 1980, doubled. 2013, 1.9 billion adults around the world were considered obese. 42 million of those were children under the age of 5. That's crazy. So 65% of the world's population live in countries where being overweight or obese kills them more than being underweight. Everybody remember Farm Aid, not Farm Aid, but the Band-Aid, whatever it was, back in the 80s. Yeah, We Are the World for Somalia and Ethiopia. Yeah, obesity is killing more people than starvation.
They got their own TV show.
To what?
My 600-Pound Life. Have you seen that show?
Oh, no, I've heard of it. Holy moly.
It's bad when you got.
They make a reality TV show on anything. It's ridiculous. So, let's see. That's a map, World Statistics 2005. As you would expect, America is the largest population. 30 to 40% of Americans are obese. What was interesting to me is that a large percentage of South America, as well as, look over there, Somalia, is that Somalia? No, that's Ethiopia.
That's Egypt and the peninsula there, Egypt,
Yeah,
Saudi Arabia,
there.
that's right there.
and then South Africa. South Africa is not so alarming because that's predominantly upper class white people. Australia, not looking too good down there. But look at China. What's going on in China that would, you wonder why they're.
They got McDonald's.
Fast food's moving.
Yeah, they do have McDonald's now, and they have a growing middle class. I mean, this used to be like a feudal society. You had, your lower class, your, factory workers, slave laborers. I mean, that's why everybody sends their stuff to be made in China. And then you had the upper echelon, and there was nothing in between. Well, they've got a burgeoning middle class going on there now. And McDonald's, you're right. There's McDonald's all over the place in China now. And they're starting to see the effects of westernization in China, and it's affecting their weight.
It'd be interesting to see what this looks like currently, because that's 12 years old.
Yeah,
right?
that's 2005.
Oh,
That's 2013.
You asked.
man.
Yeah, bam. They had to add. See, on the last slide, the highest one was 30 to 40%. They had to add over 50%. Yeah. And the northern area up there above China, is that Mongolia?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, every region of the world, obesity has doubled between 1980 and 2015. 1/3 of Americans are overweight, 1/3 are considered obese. Combined, almost 70% of Americans are either overweight or obese.
Get rid of that candy, I'm
These are the latest maps I could pull from the CDC. Kind of gives you a little progression there. That's the latest map for 2013. They actually had a 2014 map that looks a little worse than this one. I didn't have time to pull it down and mess with it though. Oh wait, here it is. I'm sorry, 2015. Okay. Oh, it was the diabetic one.
Ohio went down.
I know, come on, Ohio, we need to pick up the pace here.
Ohio got better.
Ohio did get better, didn't they? I didn't even notice that when I pulled that map down.
Paganizing, bringing the numbers down. Jay,
That's pretty cool.
Good job, Wee Willie.
that's Jay.
I've seen Willie eat. Now,
Okay, the Healthy People Initiative, we talked about that, I know. 2001, Healthy People 2010. Every year they target long-term goals that they want to tackle. And in 2001, that goal was to get obesity below 30%, or wait a minute, below 15%, because in 2000, it wasn't that high at this point. Then when they remeasured in 2010, no state had lower obesity than 15%. Before, no state had up to 15%, you know what I'm saying? And then when they remeasured, 13 states were above 30%. So in spite of the CDC's best efforts and Healthy People Initiative to try and target obesity through advertising campaigns, through hospitals, community outreach, it's skyrocketing. Why?
We eat like shit.
Phones.
We do. We do. We're sedentary. We eat like crap.
We do.
In 1960, that's the year I was born. I'm not ashamed to say. That's what you got when you ordered McDonald's fries. 1999. Supersize it.
It's so good.
It says it all right there, doesn't it? We sit in front of our TVs, in front of our computers, in front of our tablets and cell phones. We eat like crap. We have, kids, 2 parents working, carry out food. It's horrible. We're taking in more calories, we're not moving as much as we used to, our metabolisms are slowing down. It's been suggested that higher insulin sensitivity because of all the sugar intake we have. Because you think about it, in a low-fat diet, you're eating low-fat things. What do they put into food to make, when they take the fat out to make it taste good?
Salt, sugar.
Yeah. It's loaded with
Salt.
sugar.
Salt.
And it's increasing our insulin sensitivity and making us fatter. So it's a lot of the patho stuff, we kind of hit that. Ghrelins kind of falling out of favor. They're not leaning on that as much as they were. Neurotransmitters, that's still kind of something that they're looking at as being involved in why people get obese. Higher risk for heart disease, diabetes, hypertension, stroke, osteoarthritis, kidney stones, psychiatric issues. Remember, every system in the body is affected by obesity, everything. Heart disease, they have a higher incidence of coronary artery disease, atherosclerosis, sudden cardiac death, congestive heart failure, the peripheral vascular disease. This is actually a picture of, this patient was over 500 pounds, died sudden cardiac arrest, and that's the fatty deposits that were around the heart.